Hi Gemini, welcome to your monthly reading for October 2022. I do have to apologize, I have to have the air on again. It's been quite warm in my reading room, so I've been trying to do some of the readings without the air conditioning on, and it gets pretty uncomfortable like halfway through the reading, so I apologize if the sound gets a little bit distracting there, but okay. So let's see what we have coming up here for you this month. I have this sense that this month may be a little bit more of a slower paced month in terms of, I don't know, getting things done or moving forward in some direction or not, depending on what you're aiming for. Maybe some of you are not even really looking to, it kind of feels like this month is about, paying attention to what arises and what's coming up within you. So it feels like it's not an action-oriented month is kind of what I'm sensing almost. It feels more of like a meditative, looking at maybe some certain blocks or some things that we need to tend to or pay attention to that will help us in the future to move forward. But it's almost like this month is almost about taking a second look and kind of studying or dissecting something, taking a deeper look at something. I feel like something is going to be brought to your attention, some kind of truth, some kind of realization, seeing something in a different way. I feel like you're going to have an epiphany or a realization. I don't know, something is going to come together like as a clear picture, and things are just going to become clear for you. Okay, the Lovers. Interesting. I feel like this month is going to be about transparency as well. Okay, this could be a marriage, long-term commitment relationship, someone that, you know, you have a home with, someone that you've built some kind of foundation with the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that's going to play a big role for you this month. But we'll look deeper into that. I'm not necessarily getting negative vibes from it or anything. I think it's just, but there's something about the home life or perhaps like a long-term commitment, marriage, something along those lines that's going to play like a big part in your life this month. So what is the overall theme for Gemini this month? Okay, Justice. See, all about truth. It's interesting because it is Libra season. So this is all about things coming to light, the truth being revealed, something coming into balance, or maybe even just finding balance in our life, like being able to find balance with work and home and having time for fun, for leisure. What's in the foundation here for Gemini? Okay, you have the Three of Swords. What's in the past? Oh, interesting. Judgment. Okay, another one. I feel like there's something that you're calling something out on. You're calling the truth. Something about what you're acknowledging is helping you. It's helping you to liberate yourself from something. What's coming up in the near future here for Gemini? The Six of Cups. Okay, nostalgia, past, reflecting on old times, better days kind of thing. Daydreaming even perhaps. Also kind of almost like fantasizing about certain things or certain, almost like I'm kind of seeing this dream-like kind of energy here to the Six of Cups. How are we feeling this month? How is Gemini feeling this month? I feel like you're going to have a lot of truth, a lot of communication, or maybe wanting to communicate, or maybe someone is, or maybe you're desiring communication from someone as well. But this is also about truth. This is also about kind of stating, I feel like there's some kind of statement being made here. Okay, environment. Transformation. Hopes, dreams, and desires. The Eight of Swords. And final outcome. The Sun. Beautiful. Wanting to find resolution to something. I feel like something that has maybe caused a sense of conflict. Wanting to find a place of rest, a place of resolution, peace, inner harmony, happiness, joy, connection is what I'm sensing here. Okay, and then we have the Strength. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of rebirth. There's a lot of transformation happening for you this month, and a lot of it is surrounded around facing the truth about something. Perhaps it could be a home situation, a relationship, could be something from the past. We'll look deeper into this, but I feel like there is light being shown on what you need to look at. And I feel like going back to the message that I heard earlier was, it's like if we're trying to move forward in our life in some way, trying to make something happen in our life, I'm feeling like Spirit's going to be like, hold on just a second before we go there, before we move forward in that direction. There's something that is standing in the way. There's something that you need to see, something that you need to acknowledge, something that we need to kind of work through so we could clear the way for what it is that you're desiring. So that's what I'm kind of seeing, the attention or the focus, almost like a microscope. They're showing me an image of a microscope. Maybe some of you work in the science industry, like maybe you're a scientist, you work in the, I don't know, like research, something along those lines. But as a metaphor, I also feel like some of you are having to go through some situation or look at something closer, taking a deeper look at something, is I feel like is going to be your theme for this month, is taking a deeper look at something and seeing the truth and bringing balance to a situation that I feel like has been out of balance for a long time. I'm surprised the Temperance card didn't come out. Okay, let's see here. The Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. So this is clearly a relationship. This is clearly like a marriage, some kind of partnership. So what do we need to know about this for Gemini? So this is all about taking a look at what we've built so far for ourselves. And this is kind of, someone could be taking a look at maybe certain dynamics. What kind of garden have they created? What is the stability that they have kind of built so far? It's like someone's taking like they're examining at what they've created and looking at it and like thinking something about it. I feel like you're going to be in your mind a lot here. You're going to be thinking about things a lot. You're going to be noticing things, observing things. And it's also going to be you taking kind of like this zoomed out kind of. It's so interesting because they showed me a microscope, which is kind of taking a zoom in. But I also feel like by taking a zoom in and looking at the details of a situation, it's helping you also look at a situation from a bigger perspective as well by looking at the details, which is interesting. 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers. So what do we need to know about this? So let me shuffle that one more time. I didn't feel like that was the card that wanted to come out. 10 of Pentacles and Lovers here. Oh, interesting. The Death again. So there's something going through a transformation. Maybe we're taking a look at an old way of doing things. Maybe there's like dynamics that are changing within some kind of relationship or some kind of long-term commitment. Like it's time to kind of change the way. What I'm kind of feeling is that these lovers, these individuals themselves are changing as individuals. And I feel like there is something about this relationship where either you're growing apart, or because both people are changing in a different way, or maybe one person is changing more than another. But I feel like there's some kind of cycle with this connection that is going through a transformation. And that can happen in two different ways. Either you grow apart or you grow together. So we'll look deeper into this, but I kind of feel like there's some kind of like, it kind of feels like the way that we've always been is now changing. How that's changing is going to be, it's like, we're looking at like what we've created so far and what do we want to do with this? Like, look how far we've come. Look what we've built so far, what we've created. And now it feels like there needs to be some kind of pivot in another direction. This could be even something as like, for some reason, they were showing me an image of like retirement. So this could even be like a long-term, relationship, a marriage where, you're going from one stage to the next, so maybe this couple is now going into more of a cycle where they are going to be living like more of the retired life. So it's kind of, that's what it feels like. And that's going to show up so differently for, depending on what the situation is. So yeah, whatever it is, there's some kind of cycle ending. And so we can, sorry, there was something caught my throat. But there's going to be a new beginning, some kind of different dynamic. It's just going to be different. It's going to look different, feel different. And that just depends on in what direction this partnership is growing. And so it doesn't always mean that there's like a separation. It's actually not what I'm seeing. I think for some people, it's just a matter of we're changing. And so our life is just going to look differently. And we have to figure out how we want to approach that. Because it almost kind of feels like change is inevitable with this death card, especially showing up twice. It's like death, this not actual death, but it's like transformation, right? That's what this card is about. This is about a cycle in our life ending and going through a rebirth, going through a new beginning, because the old is no longer serving. It doesn't have its purpose anymore. So it's ready to kind of shed its leaves. It's approaching this fall time, which is very appropriate if you live here in the States where we're going into fall. And it's about allowing whatever is no longer alive to just kind of to release so we can usher in something new. And I feel like that's going to be the forefront of what someone is noticing or observing this month about their relationship. Like, this is clearly changing. And it may be something that we've been, see, look at that, the High Priestess. So this is about someone really looking into opening up their third eye. Someone is really tuning into their intuition and recognizing what is happening around them. So someone is being very perceptive and they're noticing, like they're really just hyper-focused or laser-like focused on the truth or the reality of some kind of dynamic or situation. It's like intuitively, you're going to be picking up on, okay, there's clearly something is up. Clearly something is changing. And maybe if it's something that we didn't want to see for some time, maybe it's something that we've been putting off for some time, but I feel like someone is kind of really realizing, yeah, something is different. Something is changing here. And with this Eight of Swords, it kind of feels like there could even be this desire for there to be change, but feeling like I want there it feels like there's this discomfort, like you're outgrowing, there's this outgrowing energy. So where you might have been comfortable once is no longer comfortable. And that's what I kind of feel like this Eight of Swords is. That's what's creating kind of like this inner conflict or this dissonance. Yeah. So those are the things that are going to be coming up here. It's going to be feel like someone is going to feel like I'm outgrowing this. Something is changing within me. Something is changing between us, and something has to change. Like something has to maneuver, shift, pivot in whatever direction it is. But I just know, and I can strongly sense and feel that, that wherever we are right now is going to inevitably kind of go in some direction. Like the stagnancy can't be there forever. And it's almost like the longer there's stagnancy, the more discomfort there is. So there's this strong urge or desire to want to make some kind of shift or change. And that's like building. That pressure inside is building is what it feels like. I feel like there is a divine's hands in this. I feel like Spirit is orchestrating the transformation of this relationship, kind of bringing it to its either closure or bringing it to a new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles, whatever it is, there's a new beginning ahead. And I really strongly feel like that's going to be different for different people, because I see some couples getting even closer and just kind of changing up the way that like the patterns or the cycles, like the relationship, the dynamic, the vibe is just going to be different, but good. It's going to be refreshing. It's going to be healthier. It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of resolution to maybe I'm hearing like some old resentments and angers that no longer really feel like they are serving the relationship. So it almost kind of feels like either we let them go, we work through them, and we just like wipe the slate clean. So for some partnerships, I really feel like it's like a fresh new beginning, a fresh new start. And your intuition will tell you whether, depending what you feel like is coming up for you in your connection. So for some, it's that. And for others, it could be that I just want something different and we're no longer resonating, we're growing apart. And that could be your balance that you're finding within yourself, that this is no longer resonating with me. And in order for me to have that balance in my life, I need a new beginning, I need a fresh start, I need to break away from something. So take that as it resonates. I literally see both happening depending on your relationship. So, okay. Let's see if there's any more here. But Ace of Pentacles is a very positive card. It's a direction. It's a good, it's a positive card. It means that it's going in the right direction, whatever new beginning this is. So it's not going in a negative direction. It's going in a positive direction. It's helping to cut away what no longer is alive, what no longer is serving. It's just kind of taking up space. So it's almost like just clearing the energy in order for there to be new growth, in order for there to be a brand new beginning here. Yeah, and so some of you could be moving as well. Some of you could be changing jobs. That could be a contributing factor for some as well. Like some of this could be that work has played a big role, I'm seeing, in the dynamic of, it's like, if things are not great at work, we're bringing that home, and that's creating maybe tension in the home, that kind of thing. So maybe some of you are finding that I need to change jobs, or I need to move somewhere else because I feel like somewhere that will make me happier, somewhere where I'm not bringing my work home with me. So I kind of feel like whatever change this is, some of you may feel like moving is going to be part of the picture. So some of you are moving either away. If you're kind of separating from someone, then you're moving away, getting your own place, whatever that means for you. And for others of you, it could be just your whole family, or both of you are just, getting up and kind of moving to a new place and starting fresh. So I feel like a lot of this energy for you is all about starting fresh. And we're kind of, this month is like, that's what the theme here is going to be about. It's almost like something that we knew this was coming, but it's almost like this month is about, we can no longer ignore this. We can no longer not acknowledge this. Maybe we've been putting it on the back burner. We've been putting it to the side for quite some time. Maybe we've been avoiding this for quite some time, but I don't think we can avoid this anymore. So I feel like there's some kind of shift there. Okay. So in the past, there's this judgment energy. So this is all about that, realizing the truth about something. This is all about that observation. This is all about, kind of recognizing what something, it's like calling it for what it is. And maybe it's like we realized this a long time ago, but now we're really feeling it's like kind of like universe is pushing us to do something about it. It's like, okay, we've been kind of putting this off for quite some time. We know what we know. We know the truth about some kind of situation or dynamic. So now you've had plenty of time to think about it. You have plenty of time to kind of sit on it and think about what you wanted to do about it. What did you decide kind of vibe, I think, is what we're seeing here. So we have the judgment energy. How can we clarify this? What is a clarifying energy here for the judgment energy from the past for Gemini? We have the Three of Swords and Three of Swords, the bottom, the foundation as well. What about this Three of Swords? What do we need to know about this Three of Swords? I heard the word betrayal. Seeing the truth about some kind of betrayal. Seeing the truth about something which feels like a betrayal, but it's like something came to your realization, some kind of truth came to light. What is this about? Do we have any more information about this? The Three of Swords and the Judgment. We have the Nine of Wands, which is that wounded warrior energy. Can we have any more information about this? What is this? Healing from some kind of betrayal. Okay, so I kind of feel like someone here noticed, or it's like they were taking a look at how perhaps either a heartbreak, I feel like this is a very complex message. This could be either a heartbreak from the past has contributed to someone making certain choices and decisions in their life. But it's like they're kind of seeing how, like the life lessons, how everything kind of connects. And they're just like looking at a situation with a new perspective. So I feel like there's a new perspective here on some kind of heartbreak. And they had to go through certain experiences in order to come to this truth about this heartbreak. What was the truth? Is there any other information you can know about this for Gemini? Wow, look at that, the Hierophant. So I feel like this could be about, one, I feel like Spirit has been opening up this wisdom for someone here about some kind of situation in the past, about some kind of heartbreak. And it's like there was a major truth being revealed, like it's almost like revealing certain individuals behind the curtain, like seeing the truth about certain individuals for who they are and who they aren't. It's like there's a lot of clarity. There's a lot of wisdom that opened up to someone here. And they just saw something with a new set of eyes, like a new perspective. So someone here, I feel like, went through some kind of awakening in the past. And it really did help them to start making some certain changes, and it just like put them in this place of needing to process a lot of these new epiphanies and realizations. And they feel like they've been in this place, or if this is you, Gemini, it's like you've been in this place of feeling like, I don't know what to do about this. Now that I kind of know this, like now I know this information, I feel kind of stuck in my life. Interesting. Okay, so then we have this Three of Swords again and the foundation. So, and I feel like this may be a heartbreak that maybe we've held on to for quite some time, like not really wanting to really acknowledge it, or not wanting to really face the heartbreak about something. It's kind of like, but we've been holding on to it though at the same time, just kind of putting it away and hoping that it'll go away kind of thing. So what do we need to know about this? The Three of Swords. Gemini. Yeah, so this is a major healing and clarity about some kind of heartbreak. There's a lot of truth coming out. This reading has a lot of truth to it because there's the Justice card, there's a Judgment card, you have the Ace of Swords here, breaking through the stagnant energy of some kind of loss, betrayal, heartbreak, something we've been holding on to, but also like seeing it very clearly, and maybe even seeing something in a different light, which I think will actually contribute to the healing of it, like seeing it from a different perspective. What are we seeing? Can we have more information about this Ace of Swords? Yeah, because I feel like this healing has been delayed for quite some time. It's been stuck for quite some time. It's like there's just been this, just holding on to it, but not really releasing it or healing it or looking at it or wanting to face it. Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns, a lot of answers or questions or mysteries. I think the reason this Hanged Man, the reason I feel like this Hanged Man energy is here, like not the reason of not being able to move forward on some kind of heartbreak situation is because there were a lot of unanswered questions with the Moon card. There was a lot that I feel like someone didn't know. There was a lot of maybe even illusions. Or I kind of feel like someone wasn't really entirely up to date on either both sides of a story, or they may have been just kind of kept in the dark about something. Like they didn't have all the pieces, they didn't have the full truth. So it's like they just kind of didn't really know what to do about it, and it just kind of stayed there. But I feel like for someone here, they're gathering information, they're gathering truths, they're kind of trying to bring light to this Moon energy, and it's kind of like bringing them clarity. And I feel like Spirit's helping with this. Like Spirit is helping someone gather pieces of information or truths about a situation that led to their heartbreak, that is helping them to perhaps heal. Because this is interesting because we have the Sun energy up here as well. So I think that there's this strong desire to heal from this. I think that there is no longer a desire to run from it or to hide from it. I feel like someone really wants to come out of this kind of being in the dark about something, or not really having all the answers about something, which is interesting. Okay, can we have one more about this Hanged Man and the Moon? The Daughter of Wands. For some reason, this Daughter of Wands feels like someone that is not this person. Like this is someone else. And I feel like this Daughter of Wands had some kind of influence in creating some kind of illusion. I almost get like a magician kind of energy, like someone that kind of created like an illusion for someone, or maybe even blinded them to some kind of truth or some kind of reality. That's really interesting. I never got that message from this card before, but I feel like with this Daughter of Wands, it's like this individual who carries this energy in this specific reading, I feel like is very good at kind of painting a specific kind of picture. Like they're very convincing, like they're very good at painting a certain kind of like image of whatever they want people to believe. It doesn't have to be true. It's just what they want people to see or what they want people to believe. And they're really good at like creating some kind of illusion, which has caused someone to remain in this state of heartbreak and not really heal from it. I hope that makes sense. I feel like that's really specific for someone. No, I feel like we should move on here. Yeah, because we just have the Hermit card. So I feel feel like someone is looking for answers here. They've been in this place of the hermit. They've been kind of isolating themselves from, I feel like, from this influence, from the Daughter of Wands energy. Okay, let's go into the Six of Cups because I'm going to look into this. Okay, so Six of Cups is all about, again, nostalgia, relationships from the past, partnerships, friendships, just memories from childhood, that kind of thing. So this is coming up in the near future here for you, Gemini. So what do we need to know about this? The Six of Cups. This can also be like an inner child kind of thing, inner child healing, something along those lines, perhaps. So what do we need to know about the Six of Cups for Gemini for this month? Okay, so we have the Emperor. So what about this Emperor and the Six of Cups? The World. Okay, so it looks like someone who embodies this Emperor energy is reflecting on either memories from the past, could be a relationship from the past as well. But there is also some kind of cycle that's ready to end within this connection for the Emperor, for this Emperor. So they're kind of going through this, ending right now, I feel like. They're going through this completion of some kind of cycle that could have started even in childhood, but it's now coming to a close. It's now coming to an end. Certain patterns. And that happens when we have awareness of when we come into truth about certain things, about our life, about, why certain things have been happening the way they have, or when we come into that clarity, usually kind of brings about the ending of some kind of chapter, because we're recognizing the lesson that it was trying to bring. So once we are awakened to that, then it kind of closes that chapter. And I feel like someone here had, because of this awakening that they've been going through, it naturally invites in the ending to some kind of cycle. Look at that. So coming out of confusion, coming out of some kind of indecision, I really feel like someone has been in really feeling like they've been a bit in the dark, or feeling like they've been walking around in the dark. Yeah, look at that. The Two of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and then we had the Moon, we had the Hanged Man. I feel like someone really had their perception just blocked. Like they couldn't see clearly something. It was just blocked. Like their third eye was just blocked. And I feel like that could be healing here for someone now, or something is coming unblocked. Yeah, because look, we have the World card for this, and we have the Emperor, someone coming into their power. And I feel like someone has been in this place of confusion, or just feeling like something has been hidden from them about some kind of relationship in the past. Like they didn't have clarity about it. They couldn't see it clearly. And it was really confusing for them. But I feel like there's the end to that now. Like there's an end to that because they see the truth about something now. They're seeing things clearly. What do we need to know about this Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups? Because this to me just says confusion. Seven of Cups and Two of Swords. This could also be someone you're connected to. It doesn't have to be you. But I feel like it could be something where, it directly impacts you in some way or another. So take it as it resonates. Okay, Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So where are we going with this? What is happening here? I think that maybe this month, this is going to be an important month for the third eye. I feel like this is going to be a profound month of clarity, and also releasing of certain beliefs or things that we have been holding on to in our minds, like coming out of a certain kind of mindset that maybe we are recognizing is actually blocking us from getting what we really want or being able to move forward. So I feel like there's that theme is kind of showing up here for you as well, Gemini. So the Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords for Gemini. Yeah, look at that. And I think it was like a very painful cycle here. I mean, it cannot go any further than... It's like it's reached its end. It's reached its, you know, I'm hearing the word pinnacle. Like we're done. We're done with something. We're done with the confusion. We're done with the, you know, yeah. And then someone's really coming into their emotions. Someone's really waking up to their, someone is also getting really smart about their, like smart in the sense, like they're getting aware of how they really feel about something. Because I feel like someone here may have felt really blocked in their emotions, like how they felt about something. So it's just kind of like they didn't know. It just kind of put them in this place of indecision or not being able to see things clearly. But this Father of Cups, I feel like, is someone who has gone through certain experiences where being in this state kind of led to certain experiences that were quite painful and stressful for them. And now, because of this experience here, it kind of pushed them into a deeper awareness and understanding of how they really feel about something. Really coming into their feminine energy, actually, with the Father of Cups. I know it's interesting to say because it's a Father of Cups energy, but I feel like it's they're waking up to their more feminine side. I feel like this Emperor energy is coming into more of their compassionate, like their heart is opening. Okay, interesting. So how is Gemini feeling this month? So Knight of Swords. I feel like this is about communication in a conversation. Someone wanting to really like talk to someone or communicate to someone about something. Really wanting to say something. Taking swift action, like really coming in, saying something really quick, and then just kind of walking out kind of energy. What is this about with the Knight of Swords? It's like a messenger here. The Fool. Okay. The Mother of Pentacles. Okay, and there's that Temperance card. So there's a healing and a balance coming in. Also patience. A patience here. Someone is patiently waiting on communication or a new beginning with a Mother of Pentacles, is what I'm seeing here. That is something that I feel like someone is coming into the realization about. Like they're kind of realizing that they want a new beginning with this Mother of Pentacles. And they're waiting for something to come in balance. They're waiting for something to naturally move in that direction. And there's a lot of patience here with this Knight of Swords. Oh, interesting. The Devil. What is the Devil about here? The Daughter of Swords. Okay, with the Devil energy here, I'm actually not seeing it as necessarily a negative thing. The Devil can mean so many things in these readings. With this particular one, I see this as just passion. So I feel like someone is just very passionate about wanting to connect with this Mother of Pentacles, wanting a new beginning with this Mother of Pentacles, like passionately wanting it, almost like close to an obsession. But, you know, like obsession and just a strong desire, you know, it's not like a crazy stalkery obsession, just, which is kind of interesting that I brought up that word, because you have the Daughter of Swords, which is the same as the Page of Swords, which is often has that connotation of kind of like stalkery energy, but it's not, you know. I feel like it's more about, you know, having your, like, someone here knows what they want, you know, like they are laser like focused on what they want. And it's like they're just patiently waiting to. And I feel like with this Knight of Swords, I feel like someone is patiently waiting to say something to this Mother of Pentacles. So maybe someone is feeling like they can't say anything right now, or they're holding back on communication. And they're like waiting for the right time. They're waiting for the right time to say something to this Mother of Pentacles about their desire and their passion to have a new beginning with this Mother of Pentacles energy. And with the Daughter of Swords, I feel like someone is just kind of like watching and waiting, but intently and like intensely watching and waiting kind of thing. It's like they're waiting on the sidelines for the perfect moment because they don't want to miss it. Okay. So we have the Death card here. Because in the environment here. So you have the Death card again. So what is transforming in Gemini's world? Oh, look at that. And the Son of Swords again. So communication. Okay. Opening up. Coming in with a message. Some kind of message coming in. Can we have more information about the Son of Swords here? The environment. The Father of Pentacles. Okay. Star. For some reason, I felt like this had something to do with legal matters. I don't know why. Because with the Son of Swords, it's almost like someone is waiting on the end of a cycle of something that's around them. And they're waiting on communication from some kind of authority figure with the Father of Pentacles that is going to help them give them good news. Like there's some kind of wish or grant that, you know, or, oh, that's interesting I said grant. Maybe someone's waiting on a grant. But someone is waiting on some kind of resolution, closure that has something to do with like either their finances or something legal matters. This could be like from a lawyer. This could be from like an accountant or anything really. Someone is waiting on information on something more having to do with their physical world. And it will help bring in the end of a cycle here to something. So it's like someone's wishing for the like communication, like maybe hearing back from someone, like you applied for something and waiting back, because once that is set, once that is like official, then it will be done kind of thing. There'll be like the done of that cycle. Yeah, because someone here is really passionate and excited to kind of get something started. They're wanting to, like, they're really healing. There could be someone also just like spending a lot of time with themselves. Like they're really just wanting to get away from everything. They're really just spending time alone, like not really connecting with anyone or anything. Very detached in a way, really protecting their energy. But at the same time, it's like they're also have these passions that they want to like express. But I feel like they're kind of holding back. I feel like someone here is holding back everything that they feel and everything that they desire because they're waiting for some kind of cycle to end in their life. Interesting. Okay. Okay, see, hopes, dreams, and desires, we have the Eight of Swords. So, you know, that's the energy you were picking up on earlier, like wanting to get out of that that Eight of Swords energy, outgrowing something that no longer just resonates. Like, look, she's clearly too big for all these swords around her. It's like she wants to, she needs to kind of branch out and release herself from that. Yeah, the Mother of Swords. Okay. I felt a tinge in my solar plexus here. So this Mother of Swords energy, I feel like, is someone who can be very kind of controlling, and could kind of contribute to someone feeling very stuck. Let's see what we need to know about this Mother of Swords and the Eight of Swords energy. This is in the hopes, dreams, and desires. Okay, interesting. The Ten of Cups, the Hermit. The Two of Wands. Yeah, see again that like relationship is here. And someone is in this healing spirit, looking for spiritual answers, having to make a decision and a choice. So someone here is clearly at a crossroads. They're at this, like this, having to, I feel like someone is just in a space of waiting, like they're waiting for something. This is so interesting. Again, the Six of Cups. This Mother of Swords could also just be this energy of someone really coming into their own wisdom and someone kind of waiting for the right opportunity in order to pursue what they really want, because now they are in that truth. Like they know that truth. But I do still feel like someone is also kind of feeling a bit stuck with some kind of Mother of Swords energy who can be a little bit controlling. Who feels controlling or feels like this is like an interfering, almost like an interfering energy is what it kind of feels like. And so someone is kind of just in their own space. Like they're wanting to maybe get away from the people that they're around, feeling like they feel more connected when they're on their own. And really, kind of at this crossroads, trying to figure out what they want to do or which way they want to go. And then they have someone's reflecting a lot on the past, reflecting a lot on childhood, on kind of like backtracking to how something started and how they got to where they are now. Like it's almost like someone's kind of looking back and thinking like, how did I get here? Like, how did I end up in this situation? So asking like those deeper questions about how something went down a certain path. Yeah. So a missed opportunity. So something that someone feels regret and loss and remorse over, feeling like they kind of missed out on some kind of opportunity from the past. Like they let it pass them by is what it feels like. So there's regret there, or feeling like unfulfilled in some way. It's almost like someone felt like something was given to them or something was theirs. And for whatever reasons, they were unable to hold on to it or have it or like attain it fully. Like it kind of just almost like slipped through their fingers. And I feel like someone is working hard to figure out how to create the right circumstances to be able to heal this kind of this situation. Someone's either working on building like a new beginning for themselves. So they're putting the work in. Someone's putting the work or wanting to put the work in. I feel like someone's wanting to put the work in. They're wanting to make an effort. They're wanting to fix something from the past is what I feel like. That's a desire. Someone is willing and wanting. Like if I got a second chance, I would want to put work into this and invest my energy into this to fix it. And then we have the Sun. So final outcome here. Oh, wow. Beautiful. I love that. The sun clarified by the sun. This tells me I'm almost wanting to say wish granted, just because it's like, you know, we're wanting to find a place of harmony and balance in our life. And I feel like with the sun card clarifying the sun again is a very positive sign. I feel like this is all about just allowing things to kind of transform in their own way naturally, and allowing the divine to take care of how it happens, to surrendering to that and trusting. It's like the more in alignment we come into our truth, the more things will shift to that truth, to resonate with that truth. So this is a very beautiful sign. I love that we are closing up the tarot cards with the sun and the sun, because this is all about happiness. This is all about contentment. This is about feeling like things are no longer out of balance, that things feel right where they should be, that everything is right where it should be. Yeah, so look at that. So with the Chariot card coming out with this Seven of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, it's almost like someone is looking at where they may have kept themselves in a place where they found themselves stuck or away from this sun energy, from their happiness. Because a lot of times Seven of Swords could be, it means a lot of different things depending on the context, but I almost kind of feel like with the Seven of Swords, it was almost like this unconscious form of self-sabotage by staying stagnant in one place. So it wasn't like with the intention of trying to be deceptive or, you know, anything like that. It was just that I feel like someone was in a place of confusion, like something or someone around them, I feel like confused them, or there was some kind of thing, some situation that was not seen clearly. And because of that, it's like someone just stayed in that energy. And they were not able to move from there. They just kind of stayed where they were comfortable, even if it wasn't necessarily the healthiest for them. And then I feel like because of that, it ended up keeping them from getting the things that they actually really wanted. There's this sun energy, their happiness, their enjoyment, their wish fulfillment. And because they did not want to, and it could have been out of fear, it could have been out of this feeling of wanting to protect, like self-protection, wanting to preserve oneself, because there was a heartbreak energy here. So it could be someone just wanting to protect their heart, not wanting to get hurt again. And because of that, it kind of kept them from seeing the truth or the whole story about a situation. And with this Chariot card, I feel like there's something coming back into balance here, and someone wanting to move out of this energy, because they're recognizing by staying in this energy, it's actually keeping them from their happiness. It's keeping them from what they really want. Because they've tried the other way and they found that it's actually not leading them to where they want to go or to where they thought they would be. And so someone's wanting to move, and like they're wanting to break out of this stagnancy, out of this stuck energy here. Yeah, and then we have the Father of Wands. So someone very confident, wanting to really just go after what they want. You know, they are really building up that inner strength and that inner confidence. They're building up that warrior energy. I always associate this Father of Wands with that warrior energy. And so this is someone who is standing in their power. And we also have that beautiful Emperor energy as well here. So there is someone here who is definitely coming into a healed and balanced version of their masculine energy. So whether that's male or female, it doesn't matter. It's more about coming into a healed and transformed and balanced version of their masculine energy, which is actually helping them to kind of come out of this Seven of Swords and this Four of Pentacles energy. It's helping them to, kind of face things head on, be brave, be strong, be courageous enough to kind of not allow ourselves to stay in one place, even if that's where we feel we'll be safe. But knowing that if I stay here, though, it's going to keep me from getting all the opportunities, my true happiness. It's going to keep me from my true happiness. So I have to do the brave thing. I have to do the courageous thing and come out of this energy and take that risk and allow myself to be a bit more vulnerable and allow myself to hear the other side of the story, to hear the truth about something, to see the truth about something, because if I don't, I'll never know. And I'll always wonder about, could I have had my happiness there? So I feel like someone is like seeing this, like they're recognizing how maybe they have been keeping themselves from something. And I feel like it was in an unconscious, like it might not have been like in an unconscious way. But now because someone is healing that masculine energy, they're able to step into their full power, and they're building that inner strength and that courage, and it's helping them to move forward in their life and go after their sun. So beautiful. Love that. And at the bottom of this deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is all about investing. This is all about investing your energy in the right things and having the courage to do so, build in the right direction. And could also be kind of taking a look at where we are right now and kind of assessing, where do I want to go from here? Where do I want to move from here? Where I'm at a crossroads in my life, and what direction do I want to go in? So I feel like this month could also be about big decisions as well. Okay, so what is a challenge here for Gemini this month? A challenge for Gemini this month. Taking risks, yeah, see that? And that really perfectly syncs up with that last message, is having that courage and the strength to go after what it is that we really want. And because it's like, we know that we want to fly. We know we have the urge, we can feel it. It's in our bones, right? Like, we know that when I do this, I'm going to be so happy. But there's like this microscope again going into, but what is keeping me from flying? What is keeping me from moving forward? So really breaking out of that self-protective energy, and allowing ourselves to, and it's almost like we have already, it's like the energy that I'm kind of sensing is like everything else has been almost taken out of the picture, where you can only see, like, you can't deny it. Like, this is clearly the thing that's holding me back. So there's that truth that's coming in this month for you. It's like where there's this undeniable clarity about what exactly it is that could be holding you back from doing the one thing or going after the one thing that you really want. So I feel like that is going to be the theme here for you, Gemini. What is something positive, something that Gemini can look forward to this month in October? What can Gemini look forward to in the month of October? Okay, both of these. Look at that. Healing chaos and potential. Yeah. So healing chaos is all about healing whatever is an imbalance, whatever. We're kind of bringing that to light. We're putting the spotlight on it, and we're allowing it to heal. We're finally facing it head on. We're no longer avoiding it, no longer looking at something else. And by doing that, we're also uncovering and untapping potential within ourselves that we didn't know we had, or maybe we did. But now we are actually able to clear the roadblocks to be able to pursue and go after that potential that we have. So as we're healing something and getting out of this resistance space, we are going to find ourselves expand into dimensions or into a new path that we may have not even considered for ourselves before. So you may even discover that you have new desires, new passions, new things that you find yourself doing or going after or pursuing that you never thought you would in a million years. So I feel like you're going to start to uncover another side to yourself as you start to kind of clear away some of these roadblocks that have actually been contributing to a sense of stagnancy. It's almost like there is just this vortex of energy that has just been playing on repeat, and it hasn't been moving. It's just been kind of keeping us in one place. And so as this road clears, we can find that we can actually move forward now. It's like clearing out all of that energy. And I'm actually feeling something in my sacral chakra. So I feel like there may be some kind of block or some kind of energy there as well that is healing out and clearing the way here. Which is also, such a beautiful center for our creativity. It is the place where we create our life. It's where we incubate ideas and inspiration and allow them to express in their full potential. So very beautiful, Gemini. I love this. Okay. I feel like this month is a necessary month for development and to kind of go to the drawing board and work through something in order to progress on. It's almost like we can't move further, or we can't move on to the next level until we kind of clear this out of the way, is what this month kind of feels like for you. Okay, so advice and guidance for Gemini for the month of October. Advice and guidance here. Yeah, details. See, that kind of reminds me of that microscope, or look, we can look at that magnifying glass, right? And then we have the word clarity. The word clarity there. Important notes. That's what it says. Important notes. So looking at the details, looking at, everything with just a newfound sense of clarity, and helping us to find our direction, helping us to find our way. And so that is going to be such a beautiful gift. And I feel like Spirit is guiding you to that. And then look at that, the goblins. I don't like to really bring in certain energies into the reading. I try not to focus on that because I want to keep it as positive and uplifting, and to have it where we have some kind of guidance or something to look forward to, something that you can actually use to move forward in your month here. But I really kind of feel like, and this may be very specific to just some of you, I do feel like there is someone who is noticing, like as they dig deeper into something, they're actually noticing, because this is the truth, right? So those things that have rather sit in the dark, and rather you not find them, and rather you not be aware that they're there, so they can continue to have a place in your life, or continue to kind of have their power over you, is all starting to come to light here. It's like the more someone digs deeper and looks at the details and kind of looks at the fine print on something, they're actually discovering the truth about someone that they're around, certain influences, maybe someone's like true intentions that they really trusted, but they're actually realizing that they didn't have their best intentions at heart at all. So someone who they thought that were loyal to them, or not loyal to them after all, after looking into something. So that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from this. And I feel like that kind of showed up earlier too in your reading. So I feel like someone here is, and because of this energy, is the energy that I was picking up on that contributed to someone's confusion or not being able to see something clearly. We have one more here. Is there any other guidance that Gemini should know about this? Is there anything else Gemini should know about this? The details and the goblins. Yeah, see, the dragon's lair. So this is like this is definitely facing something head on. This is like the challenge or the test of looking at what has been there and what we have been not wanting to look at for a long time. Yeah, into the unknown. So taking risks and trusting your instincts. I'm also hearing that this Emperor, and I feel like this is the Emperor energy that is going through this journey, that's going through realizing the truth, looking into the details about something, making changes in their life, healing certain roadblocks and wanting to come out of a period of stagnancy. And I feel like what's happening is that this Emperor energy had to go through first a period of transformation in order to fully step into their power, so they can prepare themselves to be able to stand confidently when they are approaching this junction in their life. So when it comes time to really acknowledge the truth about someone or some kind of situation that may have been a bit elusive to them, but now they're kind of there's a spotlight being shown on it, the truth about something, and they are now fully in their power in order to be able to trust themselves to kind of move forward in the right way for them. So I really feel like someone here Spirit is guiding them to take their power back in some kind of situation that they're now realizing that they lost their power with. And so now as they are seeing the truth about it, they're reclaiming their power. And that's the dragon's lair and the goblins, is they're recognizing how they lost their power to begin with. And now this is almost like their redemption, like this, they're taking that back. So that's really, really beautiful. I love that. Okay. Kind of an intense month, Libra. Oh, Libra, sorry. Libra season, Gemini. Okay. What is a self-care message here for Gemini? How can Gemini take care of themselves this month? Friendship. Lean on friends. Lean on the people that are there for you, people that you can trust. I do feel like you are supported. I do feel like you have people there to be there for you, whatever it is. I feel like there's people there who are also willing to listen to what you have to say. They want to support you. They want to be there for you. There is love there. So I do feel like some of you have companionship. You have people to kind of like hold space for you and to help you through some things. Is there anything else? Is there any other messages on how Gemini can take care of themselves this month? So don't be alone. Don't isolate too much. Like allow yourself to lean on people who can really, who you trust, who you feel good around, who you feel like understand you, can support you, that kind of thing. Yeah. And then shining bright. I feel like this is all about standing in your power. And this is also about allowing yourself to speak your voice and to make yourself heard and known. This is like part of that, to reclaiming one's power, reclaiming one's voice, and allow yourself to fully support yourself in a way where you have that courage to stand alone and speak your truth. How you really feel about a situation, how something is affecting you, and allow that to release. I feel like there's a release coming up here for you this month. Something, you're going to let something out. You're going to express something, and it's going to help you become unblocked. It's going to help you to release yourself from something that has been holding you back for quite some time. So very, very, very beautiful, Gemini. I love this month for you. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also comment below. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you for next month. Bye, Gemini.